Well, hello, hope y'all are doing well. This is out allegedly and reportedly. The big news was Castro and Tommy. Hello, Castro and Tommy. So, you all know Castro was doing a live where apparently he blocked Tommy. Tommy, you shouldn't even have been in his chat. They say you have a no contact situation with him. So why are you in his chat? So, I guess Tommy got triggered somehow, and he pulled up on Castro on the street near Castro's residence. Castro was standing outside. Tommy, you should have remained where you were. You shouldn't have gone anywhere. You shouldn't have even been in his chat. You have a no contact situation. Why are you pulling up on this man? Make it make sense. So, while Castro has his camera on, he repeatedly asked Tommy to leave. He did ask him to leave multiple times. I'll give him that, he did. But in the mix of that, he was taunting Tommy like he wanted something to happen, to go viral, which is something I pointed out with them previously. I think they just want to go do the extreme to go viral. But this time it went too far. Tommy had, like a club, the anti-theft device that people put on their steering wheels. And at some point Castro put the phone down, so we didn't know what happened between that point. But they say they might have surveillance footage, so we, they can get the whole story of what happened. If I play that in court, and we'll probably get the story later on. So after Castro, I guess, picked up the phone, we see that he was all bloody, blood on his chest, blood on his eye. I think he had like a situation over his eye that Tommy allegedly did with the club. Oh my God, it was sad. It was very sad. Sorry that happened to you, Castro. It was really sad to watch, but like I said before, you were taunting Tommy. You were taunting him, but that didn't give him a right to allegedly hit you with that device. So after that, it just seemed like, I don't know, to me, Castro wasn't taking the situation seriously. I don't know if that was his intention, but that's the way it came across to me. Castro, you should have called the police immediately. They say you did talk to them at some point, and you should have gone to the hospital. But they're saying you went to your neighbors to get it stitched up, and we're not sure if what they used was sterile or not. So after the incident, we find out that Tommy was jailed for the situation. He was jailed, but right now he's out. He's out on bail, out on bond. So then Castro, he went on, like a tour, I guess, about this. This is the big news in the sector. This is the big news. So he went on the tour, and, I was watching his videos, watching the panels he went on. But we find out that, I guess in between the time when he put the phone down, Castro was allegedly the one that hit Tommy first before he reacted with the club. And I learned that from Tommy on Pastor's panel. Castro, when you were doing the tour, you never mentioned that. You never mentioned that. Why didn't you mention that? And we were giving you so much sympathy, and everybody was giving you sympathy and feeling sorry for you, but you never mentioned that you hit Tommy first before he reacted. But that, that still didn't give him the right to hit you with that device. But why did you leave that out? I don't get that. And you didn't tell us that you hit him. Hit him first in that situation. We found out later on recently when you were allegedly on ODS's panel that you admitted to it. But the first go round, you never mentioned that you hit him first. Why? So now, okay, after the incident, like I said, Tommy's out on bond bail. Castro is doing a live outside. He's still outside. Castro, why are you outside? You need to be inside your house to safety. And then, reportedly, Tommy is still in Castro's chat after all of this, after the incident, after he's out on bail. Why are you in his chat when you have a no contact situation? Why? What is going on? What is wrong? And Castro, you say you're not a fighter. You're not a fighter, so that means if he pulls up on you, you immediately go in the house to safety and call the police. Do not stand outside. Do not be outside, putting yourself at risk. And based on the history that I've heard on here, you need to defend yourself. If somebody is beating on you, you need to defend yourself. Don't let anybody beat on you like that. Even if you have to pick up something, don't let anybody just beat on you. Fight back. And I don't know how you letting that man allegedly beat you anyway when he's sticking bones. You're not a fat guy, but you thicker than him. So why are you letting this person allegedly beat on you like that? I don't get that. Fight back, boy. Defend yourself. You have the right to defend yourself. Okay? Now, I made a video before, and I'm gonna say this again. Y'all are toxic for each other. Y'all need to stay away from each other before one of you ends up dead. One of you is gonna end up dead if this continues. Now, I hope y'all not on here doing all this for a playing with people's emotions, wanting attention to go viral. I've mentioned that too. I hope that's not the case, and it just went too far this time. I hope that's not the case. And Tommy is reportedly awaiting his court date for that situation. Y'all have a good one.